Yeah, I thought we started the game pretty well. Came out, we did some nice things. I thought Z did a good job starting the game, and then we just sort of lost. We just didn't score for a long time. We just got to keep the momentum. I was much happier with the pace we played it in the second half. I thought we were able to get the ball up and down the court, but then the defense started to slip. So, it's definitely something that we see and we'll figure it out. Yeah, well, we only had 22 points at half, so, and then we had a scoring drought at Rutgers. So obviously we were just trying to create some sort of offensive identity, some sort of offensive pace. And, we came out and we scored 13 points pretty quickly, and I thought we were defending at a high level, but then we gave up some offensive rebounds and little things started to break. And then once our offense we weren't making shots, then that sort of exponentially puts pressure on your defense. I didn't think we defended poorly in the first half, so I was happy with the way we were competing, but I didn't think we were competing much on offense. And I thought we competed much better on offense in the second half, but defensively in the second half, I thought we started chasing guys around because we were playing fast on offense. So it all goes together. Yeah, I mean, we came into the season expecting we were one of the better three-point shooting teams in the league, so we were expecting that we'll break out of that at some point. We just seem to be in a pretty big drought right now. We need to shoot the ball well at Rutgers either. So, I don't think there's anything we just have to continue to take shots. We have good shooters and we prove that we can shoot. It's about quality right now, and it's really about quantity too. We got to get them up. So.
Yeah, I think just like Coach said, we're real confident in the work we put in. All the whole team, myself, down the line, so we're not really too worried about it. We just gotta, like Coach said, keep getting good shots and not let our confidence drop at all.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're a young team and we have to play a lot of guys. I think at the pace that we do want to play at, you have to play a number of guys. So that's something that in 2 games into the season, we're still sort of trying to figure out from an analytics standpoint, and we'll just continue to work with different things. Right now there isn't a lot of opportunity for guys to get in and see what they can show. But then obviously we got to put together a lineup that sort of fits both sides of the ball.
I think Coach has given me a lot of freedom, and I think he given the whole team, like a lot of players, a lot of freedom. So I just go out there and just play with no restrictions. And I think that helps to get going and get rhythm early. And then the difference between this game and between Rutgers, I would say, Rutgers was just more physical. It was harder to get easy shots around the rim, get rebounds. So obviously, and obviously I get better. I'm gonna get better by the game because this is my first game was Rutgers, and my second game, I think it's gonna get easier.
Yeah, the size of Rutgers definitely was something that really hurt us. Their size at every position. So the kid he played against in the first game, his first team All Big Ten. This kid's a good player too, but they just don't have the size. And I thought he's getting more comfortable. And that's what happens with freshmen, right? They get more comfortable and they need more reps. So I think he's doing a good job. Played really well. I thought he really tried to keep us in the game in the first half. And it's a matter now of him, the other guys playing off.
I see myself trying to take on more of a leadership role this year. Coach always talks about everybody being leaders, and I see it as my job kind of with some of the most experience on the team from playing a lot last year, my first year, and still having a real young team this year. I think we have a good group of guys, and everyone's bought in. It's something we talk about all the time. So I just see myself kind of teaching guys, being there, facilitating whatever I can to make life easier during the games, during practices, stuff like that, anything they need help with. And I think Zeno's playing real well. I see growth as the games are going, just our second game. But just trying to knowing my role and trying to be the best I can in my role, but also try to help other guys as much as I can since I do have that experience.
Yeah, also there's another question.
Yeah, I mean, we've worked extensively on trying to establish some sort of defensive identity. So I think the guys are doing a good job with it. Obviously the offense is way behind. So we only had 12 assists, I think, today. We only had 3 assists against Rutgers. So and then we're turning the ball over too much. And a lot of the turnovers, I think, are controllable turnovers. Some of the turnovers are not. There's nothing. We're not really throwing the ball away. It's just seem to be getting the ball taken out of our hands or stuff like that. So it's just more ball security, and then being able to get more reps from the other side of the ball. All these games obviously are not the results that we wanted, but these guys are starting to understand. They're starting to see it, and there's a reality that we have to build a lot more chemistry, and we have to build a lot more reps with them in order to get it. So they got to stick with it. And I think at times we've shown that we can play very well. I think in the Rutgers game, I was really happy with the way we came back in the first half, and then the second half we came out and again, due to inconsistency, we just turned the ball over, and a lot of those turnovers were live ball turnovers. So, there's segments of the game that we have to control, and we show it at times, and then at times we don't. So we just have to make sure that we stick with it.
Yeah, I think we just gotta take advantage of what we have, and then obviously we're gonna see what the scouting report look like, see what they have, and then start to take advantage of it. If that means going inside, we're gonna do it. If that means getting up more threes, whatever. So we're just gonna follow the game plan. Yeah.